Nothing compares to the beautiful European country of Switzerland with its alpine views, snow-capped mountains built for skiing, ice-blue lakes, and breathtaking valleys. A vacation to Switzerland is an adventure lover's dream. Today we share the top 10 best cities to visit in Switzerland Island so you can plan a trip and experience all the exciting attractions and activities this beautiful city has to offer. At first in the list, number 1, Zurich. The largest city in Switzerland lies on the shores of Lake Zurich. It has the river Limmat twisting through it and snow-capped mountains lying on the horizon. Along with its enchanting setting, the city is a vibrant and lively place that is great to live in as well as explore as a visitor. Zurich is the perfect mix of old and new, as its hip cultural and arts scene perfectly blends with the delightful historic center. The trendy city has some great shopping, as well as fashionable cafes and a happening nightlife. Number 2, Lucerne. This beautiful city is absolutely stunning to visit, thanks to the surrounding mountains and the glistening lake that borders it. There are a number of great views to be had, and, in addition to the picture-perfect scenery, Lucerne has a delightful medieval quarter which only adds to the charming feel. The winding alleys of the old town weave their way along the banks of the river that runs through the center, and strolling along the waterfront in the sun is simply heavenly. The 14th century chapel bridge is a popular site to visit, and there's a lively music scene too. Number 3, Bern. The picturesque capital of Switzerland is a dream of a place. Walking around the winding cobbled streets of the old town, you'll pass fountains and bell towers interspersed among the plentiful old buildings. Many edifices date back over 500 years, to when Bern was reconstructed following a fire. The coherent design and architecture is in part what makes the city so impressive. There are over 6 kilometers of covered arcades in Bern, giving it a distinctive feel, and these house a number of great bars, restaurants, and shops. Dripping with history, the city also has a lot of good museums which are worth checking out. Bern's beautiful location, on a peninsula surrounded by the tree-lined Aare River, only adds to its charm and laid-back vibe. Number 4, Basel. Located on the banks of the Rhine, Basel's strategic location right on the borders of France and Germany has seen wealth accumulate in the city as trade and commerce flowed through its streets. Consequently, it has a host of fine old buildings, and there's a wealthy vibe about the place. There are also some fantastic museums and galleries on offer. Although it is not as picturesque as Bern, Basel still has a lovely old town which is worth visiting, and some great architecture both old and new located around its confines. To get a feel for the everyday life of its residents, head to Klein Basel to enjoy some fine dining down on the riverbanks. Number 5, Geneva. The second largest city in the country is a wealthy, cosmopolitan place that certainly has a luxurious feel. Home to numerous international organizations, such as the UN and World Bank, there is an opulence and glitter about its streets. Lying on the shores of Lake Geneva, the city has a plethora of expensive hotels, boutiques, and restaurants for visitors to choose from, although there is, of course, another side to Geneva. Head to neighborhoods such as Les Grottes and Quartier de Paquis, and you'll soon find bars with bucket loads of ambience and energy a world away from the stuffy corridors of the UN. Number 6, Lausanne. Buzzing with life, Lausanne's large student body makes it a fun city in which to spend some time. There's an upbeat and youthful feel about the city, and it's a great place to hit the town due to its bustling nightlife scene. More than just a university town, Lausanne is beautifully located on the hillsides overlooking Lake Geneva. The city drips down the gentle slopes, with the beautiful Gothic old town located at the top. There are some great museums scattered around, or take some time to relax in the many cafes and bars that line the warehouses along the waterfront at the bottom of the city. Lausanne has something for everyone. Number 7. Lugano. Set in the Italian-speaking part of Switzerland, Lugano lies on the shores of Lake Lugano and has mountains throughout the landscape surrounding it. Along with its scenic setting, Lugano is a chic and glitzy place to visit, thanks to its upmarket boutiques, restaurants, and bars. Its delightful cobbled streets snake away from the heart of the city at Piazza della Riforma, and there are some great promenades along the waterfront which offer fantastic views over the lake. With a fine cathedral, a great modern art museum, and hiking on offer in the nearby mountains, Lugano has more than enough to make it worth stopping by. Number 8. Bellinzona. With 3 medieval fortresses lying around the city and its beautiful location at the point where several valleys join, it is somewhat surprising that Bellinzona's wealth of attractions receive relatively few visitors. The old town is a pleasure to wander around, and its twisting alleys are home to Renaissance churches, homely cafes, and chiming bell towers, all of which gives Bellinzona a charming feel. Once ruled by the Italians, Swiss and Italian culture mixed together in this delightful hidden gem. Number 9. Thun. Lying alongside the banks of the Aare River, Thun is ringed by mountains and looks like the archetypal Swiss town. With a domineering castle overlooking the city, old buildings lining the riverside, and cafes along the waterfront, Thun is a charming place to wander around. There is a certain energy about the city and unique artisanal shops dotted about its streets. At last in the list, number 10, Chur. The oldest city in Switzerland, Chur is delightfully surrounded by the Alps. As such, there is some grand hiking and trekking to be had in the nearby mountains. The city itself is small and easily walkable in a day, with the old town being the undoubted highlight. Here you'll find a laid-back center with some nice bars and restaurants dotted amongst the old buildings. In the winter months, there's great skiing in the mountains, with St. Moritz and Davos not too far away. Thank you for embarking on this incredible Switzerland journey with us. These 10 enchanting destinations are just a small taste of Switzerland's immense beauty and rich diversity. Whether you're a fan of history, culture, or simply appreciate the wonder of nature, Switzerland has something for everyone. If you enjoyed this adventure, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing travel content until our next adventure. Happy travels!